Juan Soto, he was supposed to be leaving with Manny Machado and Nelson Cruz and Luis Garcia to join Team DR in preparation for the World Baseball Classic today. He was supposed to head to Miami, but he is staying in Peoria with the San Diego Padres. That is the update. He's staying this week, it seems like, for most of the week in Peoria to get treatment on his calf. The Padres want to make sure he's ready to go and he's able to run. There's no issues with the calf before they send him off and allow him to go to the WBC. Bob Melvin told the media earlier this morning that he thinks that Juan Soto is going to play in the WBC still, but he says, quote, "I don't know for sure at this point. The fact that he's not going today lends a little bit to maybe not," end quote. So maybe he is going to play, maybe he's not. The Padres want to make sure that he's healthy to be playing and that he can run and they're not forcing this. And Juan Soto, he really, really wants to play in this, but maybe he doesn't have because he doesn't have a contract, like a long-term contract, like some other guys do, like Manny just got. Maybe this says to him and Boris tells him, hey, maybe it's best to stay back and not play in this. Or maybe AJ Cassavell brought this up in the media scrum this morning. Maybe he just DHs instead of playing the field. So it's minimal running. He's only running when he makes contact and only during those at-bats. He's not running in from or out to left field or wherever from the dugout, running back in, sprinting to balls in the gap or anything like that. So he can still participate in the WBC, but he's not running as much. Maybe that's the compromise that they come up with. Enrique Rojas, he reports for ESPN. I guess Nelson Cruz, who's the general manager, told Enrique today that Juan Soto will stay training with the Padres until Thursday, and then on Friday he will travel to join Team DR in Miami. He will train on Friday and should be fine for the World Baseball Classic. So that's the update from Nelson Cruz. Padres don't know if he's going to participate. Nelson Cruz is saying he should be fine, but there's a lot of time that is going to go by, right, between now and Friday. If this report's accurate, if Soto's going to be traveling on Friday, there's probably going to be a lot of conversations between Soto and the Padres, like, is it worth it to be playing in the WBC when you know that you don't have a long-term contract yet and your number one priority should be the Padres, not Team DR? If, Soto, the Padres, I want to say this, like the Padres, they don't like restrict their players. Like if their players want to go do it, then they usually let the players go do it. Like they're a player-friendly organization. And I know this isn't WBC, but they don't take players to arbitration. They are friendly. They make sure that players are comfortable, that the players usually get what they want for the most part. Now, do the Padres want Juan Soto participating in the WBC? Probably not, right? But Juan Soto is a star of theirs, and they probably don't want to irritate him by saying, no, you can't participate in this. Like, I think other teams have with some certain players, where the player has come out and said, I'm not participating. We agreed that it's best to not participate, where it feels like the team is the ones that are pretty much telling the player, like, hey, I know you want to do this, but it's best for you not to if you really care about the team and winning a World Series, right? The Padres, they probably, in the offices there in Peoria, they are like, oh, hopefully this calf is not 100%, so he doesn't go participate. Like they don't want him to participate probably. But then, publicly they'll say, hey, I mean, yeah, go. We'd love him to go play in the WBC. He wants to do it, blah, 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 right? So we'll see what happens here this week. So again, the update, Nelson Cruz is saying that Soto, he'll be fine, should be fine for the WBC. He'll train on Friday with Team DR, I believe, after he travels to Miami. But Bob Melvin told the media earlier this morning that he's not sure that Juan Soto will be participating in the WBC. He's going to be receiving treatment on that calf this week. And then The plan, I guess, is for him to head out at the end of the week. Doesn't seem like he's going to be playing in Peoria games. He's done some backfield work. He homered yesterday, but he's not. It doesn't seem like he's running right now. But that's obviously a big thing, right? If he's not going to run, then he's not going to be playing in the WBC. At least I hope not. So let me know in the comments. Do you want Juan Soto playing in the World Baseball Classic? I'm fine with it if he's healthy because I know how much it means to him. I know how much it means to Nelson Cruz and Manny, other guys like that. Guys that your country is on your chest. Like I understand how important that is. As a Padres fan, I'm fine with him not participating. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on this.